Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm your host, Veteran Mountain Man, and it is another Prepared Monday. I did want to say I'm sorry I missed last week. I was having some real tough times at home. Had to deal with some family situations. Got that all resolved now, or at least as resolved as it's going to get, and I'm moving forward. So today's topic is actually training versus practice. Now, for your preparations and for prepping, you need to truly distinguish these two things apart. And what actually got me thinking about this was the other day I had to go through the Oregon process, CHL, and Utah CCW training courses, because Oregon and Utah both require training courses to get your concealed license. I was doing this because I'm planning on making a major change in my life, and the license will be very, very important for me. Now, as I was doing this, the guy mentioned you need to practice. You need to practice as often as you can afford to go do it. Practice is getting out to the range. You also need to attend training, which you're doing already, but that's a good first step, but you need to continue with your training. And I got to thinking about it. A lot of preppers don't actually continue with their training. You know, they get one training course or two training courses behind their belt for something, and that's it. They don't do anything else about it. Well, that's not going to be the most advantageous to you in a real-world scenario when something seriously major happens. Now, for your day-to-day life, that's probably going to be sufficient. A lot of the skills you're prepping for, you're not going to use in your day-to-day life. And I get that. I really do. And I'm not saying that you're going to be a master or an expert at any of these things. But you do need to both practice and train your skills. And training does mean getting somebody who is better skilled at it than you to talk to you about specific aspects of it. Maybe go over new ideas or theories or techniques. And then learn how to put those techniques and theories into practice. And I mean, some of you are getting some of that here. I definitely go into discussions on that. But that's not necessarily the key point of this channel. The key point of this channel is to kind of brush topics, get you thinking about them, and get you moving to look at other locations instead of just sitting on my channel. I'm not looking to be the be-all and end-all on this. To be fair, I don't have the time to be the be-all and end-all on this. I've got a lot of skills. I've got a lot of necessary skills for these things. But I don't want to be your only instructor or your only mentor on this. I want you to go out and find other ones as well. But that's part of the point, is that in continuous training, you're not going to rely on just one source for information. No matter how good the source is, you should check out other sources and other documents and other instructors and see what they're talking about. Because sometimes they'll create new ideas. Sometimes you might like some of their techniques over others that you're already using. And it's okay to integrate and incorporate and kind of Frankenstein your techniques together as long as they work. You don't have to be a purist to one specific school of thought. You know, it's like I know people who, Dave Canterbury's the only way to go. You know, you have to listen to him. You have to follow his techniques. You have to do everything he says because it's perfectly right. He's got some good ideas, but I've seen other ways to do things. And some of those ways work better. So the whole point of the continued training is to continue to introduce those new ideas to you and to get you the fundamentals re-ingrained and better working in your mindset. And it might even mean that you need to start teaching a class, not an advanced class or anything like that, but a beginner's class maybe. Because a lot of times that will help you incorporate through training what you've been practicing. Well, I want to thank you all again for joining me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel, or thumbs up and subscribe on my BitChute. Also, don't forget you can follow me on the other social media sites down below. I do read comments, and if you did like it, please, please, please thumbs up or like. And as always, have yourselves a beautiful Monday.